Alright everyone, today we'll be doing some re-ranks in X and Y. We're going to be re-ranking the box art legendaries. We're going to be re-ranking Xerneas and Yveltal. They both got times around an hour 47 when I originally played them. And they should definitely be up in this tier, I think. So, to get some practice in with my my previous 3 runs, we're going to see how well I can do in a re-rank. I actually did make some extremely minimalistic basic notes, but I'll mostly be going off of my own feel. Yeah, a bunch of these Pokemon are going to get re-ranks. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and get started. I hope y'all had plenty of time to look over the moveset and stuff. Alright, we need Nature Power, Rest, Hidden Power Fire, Etchaberry, Metronome, Zap Plate, Expert Belt. I'm gonna need to look at where those are. Metronome.
I was lying on the grass of Sunday morning.
It's playing an ad. Okay. Oh, it's inside the bottom part of the Coumarine City monorail. Okay. Alright, let's see. Zap Blade. The power plant. Oh, I remember. I think there's a guy who gives it to you in there, or it's an item you pick up. They're your 5 cents. Oh, thanks, Shadow. Yveltal should go first? Well, it's too late. I already set up Xerneas. Alright, I pretty much know where all that stuff is now. Okay, why don't we go ahead and get started. Three, two, one, go. Unfortunately, Xerneas does not get the best starting set. Takedown. It doesn't get a fairy move until level 35. Yveltal will be the underdog? Oh, really? You think so? Yeah, even in Sun and Moon, like, pretty much every game Xerneas is in, its starting moveset is not good. At least it doesn't get Razor Wind. I mean... yeah? Yes? Alright, yeah, so yeah, obviously we're gonna need level 10. Also, you may be wondering, like, can't you just catch something in the forest? Like, if you don't encounter something here? No, the forest does not have the guaranteed catches. Just this route does. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to fight these trainers. What does aromatherapy do? I believe it heals status conditions on the field. You can enter the gym at level 9. That makes sense, yeah. The trainers should get me to level 10 easily. Okay, I better talk to Shauna. I'm about to die. The fact that the only one on the entire game likely is the only game that's 100% catch rate. I don't think it's the only one. I think some of the other, like, future games have something like that. I think. He asks you, do you know of any other spots? Like, what about Route 101 in Oras? I know Sun and Moon, the first route has a scripted level 3 Picky Peck encounter, but I don't know if it's guaranteed catch or not. I've never tried catching it. Alright, so I've also gotten to the point where I will avoid entering the center unless absolutely necessary, because Tyranno is there to waste time, but I needed to heal, so I just had to do it. Oh, so that, so not only the scripted Picky Peck, but also all the Pokemon on that specific route are guaranteed catches? You know what? Yeah, just keep missing all the takedowns, why don't you? Because a takedown, I'm gonna need these. I mean, Shadow, we were talking about just that one specific route with the guaranteed Picky Peck spawn. I hate this gym. I'm getting rid of take... there's really... I better keep it for any fire types. Get rid of light screen. Maybe I should have kept light screen for infestation, but at the same time, the chip damage is not going to be blocked by it. It does not have the guaranteed catch on Route 1. Oh, it doesn't? Dang. Okay, let's see. I need 23 for Grant, which is going to be a little rough for a slow Pokemon to get. Maybe the one Picky Peck? I don't know. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Oh wait, Professor Sycamore actually auto-heals you after this fight. That's actually good to know for the future. I know there are Pokemon with 100% catch rates, as well as certain patches of grass with 100% odds, but I think X and Y are the only games with the Route 1 all being guaranteed catches. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Show up out of nowhere? I mean, most legendaries kind of do. Like, what does the Kanto birds have to do with X and Y? They don't have anything to do with it. They're just there. Alright, so if I recall correctly, I think the rising stars on this route are the only ones worth fighting. Oh, that was my only repel. Articuno and the binoculars. In a solo run? I mean, you could look through the binoculars in red and blue. Most of Waros's Pokemon are just there for no reason. Well, at least then when the non-Hoenn Pokemon come, the in-game lore is that after the ancient energy from the primal Kyogre and Groudon was released, it made the environment a lot more fertile, so new Pokemon could live there. Hey, Robert. Shadow doesn't know what she's talking about. I don't know. I'm just still kind of tired. You think we might need a Petra Berry? I mean, I might need to buy some antidotes. It was a biological shift. That makes sense. Hey, John. Dang it. If I'm gonna encounter something, at least make it an auto-no. Doesn't explain. Didn't you know the guy who made all those, little candies? Yeah, you feed him a snack. The guy's been everywhere. How broken would Mega Floette and Xerneas be with Fairy Aura in a Champions double battle? Fairy Aura does not stack. I mean, Xerneas is still a way better Fairy Aura user than Mega Floette because you don't take up your Mega slot. Hey, John again. Oh, shoot, dang it. Forgot to buy our pals again. To be fair, though, we still need more levels, so I'll fight some wild encounters. I mean, I'm guessing it acts like a spaceship. A spacesuit is my guess. Because spacesuits are also meant to block out extreme heat and cold. Ooh, Zangoose. Dominic, these are just stupid questions. Like, how does your mom feel about you taking on a crime fighting team? Or, like, a crime team? Dude, your questions are dumb. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. I should really use a potion. Alright, nature power, I believe, is in here. Let's see, this person, no. This one? Yep, there we go. Nature power is very good in this game. It changes into a different special move, depending on the environment. Okay, let's see. I need some repels, some antidotes, paralyze heals. May as well buy some escape ropes right now. Okay. You needed aromatherapy? Oh. Whoops. Well, I guess we'll have to deal with that later. To be fair, though, aromatherapy is almost never useful, so that was kind of my default get rid of this move now. I mean, then again, it's not like the Tyrant can really do much to me anyway. It would just make the fight safer. Alright, so I'm going to try and guess what the nature powers are going to be in here. I think in a cave, this will be Rock Slide or Power Gem. Power Gem, yep. Gravity. No. Twin Needle, what about it? Is it like double kick only for 30? John, what are you talking about? When has anyone brought up Twin Needle? Do you think that inspired the ride Pokemon? No, I think that's just unrelated. I think they just gave Lapras a cool overworld sprite. They should have done it in Oras too, because in Oras, the only ones with overworld surfing models are Whalmer, Kyogre, and Sharpedo. Fun fact, if you're surfing on a Whalmer and you evolve it into Wailord while fishing and surfing on it, the game crashes. Because the game literally cannot handle changing your surf icon, because you don't have Whalmer anymore, and you should be on a Whalmer. He asked you directly about Twin Needle. Dude, guys, this thing doesn't learn Twin Needle. Twin Needle sucks? I mean, agree with that, yeah, but there are some circumstances where it's helpful. Like, Twin Needle was still quite useful for Beedrill when I played it in Sun version, or when I played it in Moon. Holy crap. Hey, guy, if anyone knows the answer to this, I know in X and Y, some of the battles will have like a little tree or something in the background. I know if you use a certain Pokemon move, you can actually knock berries out of that tree and get berries at the end of the battle. What moves do you have to use in order to get berries from it? I know in X and Y, it's the only way to get type reduction berries. So essentially, they're unobtainable 99% of the time. Alright, I believe inside of Grant's gym, Nature Power is going to be Power Gem. We're not level 23 yet, so we're going to have to go to the north and do some training. Air Cutter, Gust, and Hurricane. You know what? Doesn't I know Yveltal gets Hurricane, but it's only with the Heart Scale. Does Hurricane, or does Yveltal learn Air Cutter or Gust? I think this is Energy Ball. Okay. Blizzard, Twister, and Air Cutter? I'm hearing two different answers. That wasn't until Sword and Shield. Oh, okay. So in X and Y, it was... Wait, Sword and Shield. Did Sword and Shield have, like, those little tree things in the background of battles? I don't remember it having those. Sun and Moon doesn't have them. It's specifically an X and Y thing. John, always go to the source that the AI is pulling info from. The AI can read info wrong. Like, see what its sources are, and then just look at the source. That was a different question. Okay, so it's Twister, Gust, and Hurricane, correct? For X and Y, those are the only moves that hit those trees in the background. A Power Gem. I mean, at least Rock isn't resisted by Rock, so it's still actually the better move to use. I'm probably going to want to skip Soul Rock and Lunatone Girl. There we go. I wonder if Power Gem can one-shot a Mora. Nope. Ingrained. Okay, that was my fault. I mean, yeah, I should have kept aromatherapy. I didn't think too far in advance for that, but aromatherapy 99% of the time is a garbage move, so don't blame me for that. But also, I should have switched to Aurora Beam for the Tyrant. I should not have been using Power Gem. That was actually a misplay. Okay, I kept getting para-flinched. Yeah, that was para-flinching. I got flinched and paralyzed 3 times in a row. Come on, dude. Just get lucky. Maybe I should have equipped an Oran Berry or something. Oh my god. Dude, why is this thing so weak to para-flinching? It's actually nuts. The thing's got Stomp and Bite. Yeah, I'm just getting super unlucky. There, that's how the fight should have gone. Jerk. Yeah, I should have kept aromatherapy. Why were you using Takedown? It's because the Tyrant survives Aurora Beam. I was trying to avoid a Super Potion. Surprising not many guides on wild berries. Yeah, it's a very relatively unknown mechanic. Okay, that's Tri-Attack. Okay, Wow, all these moves suck. Wait, try attack. Get a status. Okay, I only won because of Ingrain. How are fairies and solo runs? Honestly, they are very mediocre if they don't get access to fairy moves quick enough. Oh, Geomancy, give me that. Get rid of Takedown, I think. Like Klefki, for example. Klefki is actually a very good Pokemon on my tier list, because it gets a fairy move pretty early on. But Xerneas has to wait a long time to get a fairy move. Okay, it's Power Gem. Okay. Okay, it was probably not a good idea fighting this guy. You know, I should have seen that coming. I should just not fight Hedvig with most Pokemon. I should just not fight her. She's just too awful. Even then, a single steel or poison type makes them not effective. There really aren't that many of those. Whoops. We should read ahead on some of the notes. Yeah, good idea. I've been, like, reading it to the side. Like, I'm seeing, like, Geomancy on the rival here. Let's read ahead a little. Nature Power Roar Beam on Karina. Ramos, equip Metronome, and spam Aurora Beam. Geomancy is a 2-turn attack. At the end of the second turn, your special attack, special defense, and speed go up by 2 stages. It's straight up the most powerful setup move. It just comes at the cost you have to wait a turn to use it. Have any Pokemon been not able to beat it? No. Not yet. Alright, I think for a lot of these fights, I think I just need to use a Geomancy turn 1. Yeah, the Valerie tier just... Oh my god, I hate these people. Dude, these gym trainers suck. It's so annoying to talk to them. Dude, where is this person? Huh. You'll see it. You'll see it soon. Yeah, I am aware of that. It will copy its stat boost. Oh, that thing does have fake out. Oh man, my arms are sore. It might do better than in Crystal. Crystal with Ditto is straight up very improbable. Like, Scott and others actually did the math on it. Even if you were to use something like King's Rock or Mystery Berry to give yourself Transforms PP back after one turn of struggle, like, even if you did all that, the odds of winning are still very low. Very, very, very low. We're not going to probably get the egg until after Ramos. We're only at 235 friendship. Alright, let's see. Also, I actually did not need to catch that Zigzagoon. Because if you have Xerneas in your party, the Xerneas you have to catch will not be required to join your team. But I think for consistency, just catch it. No need for attract. Alright, get myself the metronome. We forgot to get the massage. Yeah, but I don't think that would have helped, though. I'm only at 237 friendship. Yeah, they are tiny boats. Alright, I'm going to use another Geomancy to stall out the light screen. Nice. I got a freeze. What the? Oh my god, I never turned my XP share off. I can guarantee you, if Scott ever does, like, X and Y, he would find a way to mod the game to where the XP share is always turned off. Alright, I believe in here would be Energy Ball, so just stick to Aurora Beam. I'll need to swap the Amulet Coin for the Metronome once I get to Ramos. Alright, at least we're almost there to, Moonblast. Okay, I literally got just paralyzed so many times. It wasn't even funny. There was just literally nothing I could have done. Yeah, I believe it was the Gloom that used Stun Spore on me, and then I could just never attack. That was stupid. Yep, first blackout. I do not consider that my fault. That was just me not being able to move. I think Yveltal have slightly easier time gaining friendship. Wait. Stop. Question. Does Xerneas start with 0 friendship? Hold on, I need to actually look at this. 0. Uh-oh. I left it at the starting 70. Okay. Well, I can't really lower my friendship now, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to subtract 70 off of 246. That would be like 186? No, 176. Alright, I'm going to bar myself from grabbing the Lucky Egg until probably after I beat Valerie. I'll wait till after I beat Valerie, then I will go get it. Yeah, because that's what it should be. But yeah, I'll fix that for Yveltal. What the? There we go. I wonder if it's worth using a rare candy to get Moonblast. Honestly, yes. There is a Houndoom Flare Grunt coming up. So you know what? Yeah, I'm going to use 1 rare candy. Aurora Beam. Okay, time to get rid of Ingrain. Do I have a BP up? Yes, I do. Also, what is the effective power of Moonblast with Stab and Fairy Aura? Fairy Aura is a 30% boost to fairy moves, right? $189. Okay, so 189 divided by 2, that is... 94? That's about 94 power, right? So would a resisted stab Moonblast with Fairy Aura be... what was the number I said? 90... Did I say 94? I think I said 94. No, I didn't. I said 98. No. 88? Dude, I can't remember shit. I'm just so tired. I mean, I'm not tired enough to not do the stream. It's just doing, like, complex thinking. I just can't. Alright, I need to get the zap plate in here. So yeah, I'm not going to have access to the lucky egg for quite a bit, so I think I'm going to re-equip the coin. Because theoretically, the more vitamins I use, the more my friendship will be. Unless you're facing a poison type, use Moonblast. Is poison the only thing that resists fairy? No, fairy resists fairy, doesn't it? What if I'm facing another fairy type? But then if I'm facing a poison type, would Tri-Attack be a better alternative? Like, what's the effective power? Like, 180... Let's round 189 to 188 because stuff always rounds down. So that'd be like... 188. 94. It is not... Okay, 94. 94 versus 80. Alright, so against a poison type, Moonblast would still be better. But I think for Golbat specifically, I will use Aurora Beam specifically to save power points. Amnesia. So yeah, after I buy a buttload of vitamins and beat Valerie, it's be very safe to assume that at that point I'll have reached the max friendship. That's a lot of vitamins. Aurora Beam is also better versus Golbat. 130 base power. True, because it's super effective. So yeah, Aurora Beam specifically for Golbats. Slug my balls. This mon is going slower than both of them. Honestly, I'm not surprised. This thing's starting set was horrible. I mean, at least during the later sections, this Pokemon can catch up. But the thing is, like, can this Pokemon get S tier? I'm kind of doubtful. Remember, Delphox, by the time it reached 1 hour, it was inside Lysander Labs, and Greninja was in the middle of Olympia. Ow. I must have gotten flinched. Hey, at least we get Thunderbolt. On latest totems, but X and Y best contribution was fashion options. I would agree so, yeah. Well, plus Mega Evolutions. I used to think Megas were very overrated as like a concept because they only gave it to very few Pokemon, but ZA definitely changed my opinion on it because they made a lot more Megas, so it seems like there's a better number of them. I got an accuracy drop from Mirror Shot. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I forget Mirror Shot lowers accuracy. I'm gonna get myself the Expert Belt. It's just a good generic held item. Yeah, it's just originally with Gen 6, with how it treated Megas, there was just very few of them. Literally, Gen 5 only had one Mega. The only Gen 6 Mega was a Mythical. Now it's Gen 8. Now, yeah, Gen 8's the only one with a single Mega. Funnily enough, in Legends ZA, the only Pokemon from Gen 8 that's even in the game, which I believe also includes the DLC, is Phalanx. Actually, is there any other Gen 8 introduced Pokemon that's in ZA or the Mega Dimension? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, why did that have to be Audino? Good question. Audino's Mega kind of stinks. Mr. Rhyme? Oh yeah, I guess so, yeah. Hey guys, do you think this is enough money? $214 grand, that should be enough, right? Anyway, I would like 5 calcium, 3 carbos, probably 5 zincs, and 5 iron. Not really. I'm pretty confident you're being sarcastic. But yeah, it's definitely safe to assume that using those vitamins will naturally have gotten us that friendship. Zinc is pointless. Yeah, true, but here's the thing, actually. The reason I bought them anyway is because using vitamins increases your friendship. And since Xerneas starts off at 0 friendship, it actually makes a lot of sense to just use vitamins for the sake of getting friendship. I know I technically started at 70, but just pretend I started at 0. That's why I'm intentionally delaying the Lucky Egg until after Valerie. Because it's safe to assume by that point, I'll have max friendship. Oh, I never marked the plant badge. Dazzling Gleam. The only fairy-type TM in Generation 6 and Generation 7. You know, I actually was going to go to a Pokemon card show on June 20th, but the event never ended up happening, and the people hosting it never gave me my money back for the early admission ticket, and they essentially kept leaving me on red, so I'm just not going to go to one of their events again. But I actually found out in a nearby state, there's actually a different group hosting a card show, and it's actually in, like, September, and it's actually going to be even bigger. Because the one I went to before had like maybe 50 tables. This one's going to have 200. I'm going to plan on going to that one. Kind of a shame too. I had a bunch of money saved up for it. But I guess I'll just save it away for the next one. Alright, hold on. Bryony and Celosia. Dude, I've got to remember that Celosia name. That is such a weird name. You know what? I'll take the big nugget. You know what's kind of funny? You're gifted the big nugget after you've already sold everything. I mean, you get so much money anyway, it wouldn't have even mattered. The original, it was only the links with a Mega, no Gen 9. The DLC added a lot of Gen 8 and Gen 9 mons, but no Megas from Gen 8. Yeah. To be fair, though, at least people like Mega Phalanx. Dude, I hate that person. I still think there is a chance I get Xerneas into my current S tier, but I do personally believe that by the time I finish these Reranks, I am going to shift around the rankings. Like, instead of maybe sub 140 being S tier, I might change it to sub 135. Let's see if this Pokemon can get a sub 135. You guys think it can do it? Alright, here's Mabel. Okay, yeah, so for Goldat specifically, I will use Thunderbolt. Megahorn? You know what? Maybe. I'll teach it over Aurora Beam. It might help for the Psychic Gym. Actually, wait. Escape Rope. We need to get Lucky Egg. You know what? Yeah, I think it's safe to assume I have the max friendship by now. I'll just get to Anastar, then I'll go fly back and get it. Alright, let's go get the lucky egg now. Alright, let me scroll down to Olympia. Honestly, I think Mega Horn might just be pointless. I should probably replace it with Hidden Power Fire. I don't know, guys, do you think I should just replace Mega Horn with Hidden Power Fire, or should I hold on to it? I think I should hold on to it for at least until after the Psychic Gym is done. Like, what do you think? I mean, it's great. Honestly, it's good for Executor, but I'm sure Moonblast would have one-shot it anyway. Okay, Mega Horn and Thunderbolt did the same damage to Slowking, so honestly, it probably wasn't worth it. Oh my god. I tried to use Mega Horn on the Meowstic just for one final hurrah with it, but it kept missing and it was setting up Calm Mind. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna teach Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power and Calm Mind. You know, here's the question. Is Calm Mind better than Geomancy? Honestly, the answer is probably yes. It's just not worth the fact that it's a 2-turn move. Yeah, you're right. We'll teach it right now. Also, I need to try and remember how to get the rare candy in here. I have a feeling I might need it. Also, I believe a resisted Moonblast under Fairy Aura is 1 power stronger than Thunderbolt. So yeah, Thunderbolt was... Moonblast was still better against that Pyroar. Right, Elena. We're 3 minutes behind Delphox. Yeah, it makes sense. But I will say, though, Xerneas is definitely starting to make up ground. Honestly, it probably isn't worth getting the rare candy in here. It's kind of out of the way. I'll just get it. Whoops. It is catching up. Yep. But the question is, like, is it going to be enough to overtake Delphox? Probably not. But, I don't know. We'll see. Will it be sub 130? I don't know. Break time. Yeah, Thunderbolt the Crobat. You know, it's upsetting that Xerosic never really had a role in ZA. Not even in, like, the DLC. There was, like, references to him and a little bit of plot, but not much else after other than that. I've heard fan theories that Felipe is Xerosic with a new identity, but I don't think that's a really good theory. Yeah, he's likely in jail, yeah. I mean, Mabel pretty much does mention she was one of the only ones that got, parole, that she got parole. So it's safe to assume the other ones did not get parole and they're still in prison. I do not understand why Team Flare has so many admins. Like, they're all just no-name admins, too. I wonder if it's because they're the ones who paid top dollar. Imagine there's, like, different tiers. There's, like, the $5 million to become a grunt. And then maybe if you pay 10 million, you got an admin spot. VIP privileges. I hate Shauna there. She's like, oh, friends should stick together. And we're like, okay. And then she just stays behind. How good am I on Moonblast, PP? Doesn't even bother to auto-heal you. I know, what a ripoff. I mean, you will get auto-healed after you catch the Xerneas, so... yeah, we'll get healed there. I'm not too worried about the PP. I'm just so used to Sun and Moon giving you so many auto-heals. You know, if we were playing Moon right now, if with the average Pokemon, we'd be on the 3rd island right now. I thought we would be brick-walled against Olivia at this point. Oh, you mean like with regular Xerneas? Yeah, maybe. Also, you noticed how the game didn't ask if I wanted to put Xerneas in the party. It's because I already have one in the front, so it assumes that I already have it there. No, in a regular Moon run, a great run would be in the 3rd island. That's literally what I said. I'd be on the 3rd island. Alright, so... you know what I realized? Psyshock would actually be pretty decent for this thing. I know with Delphox it got it by level up, but question, where's the TM for Psyshock in this game? Psych up? No thank you. Alright, I'm gonna use 6 of my candies. Alright. Level 66. It's in Victory Road. Okay. I don't think that'll be too useful, but that's good to know for the future. Oh, actually, Hidden Power Fire would have been the better choice there. Hidden Power Fire would be 120 power versus 94. Yeah. Versus 94. Okay, let's see if I can actually solve the puzzle right this time. Alright. 1, 2. Honestly, maybe with being so close to it, maybe that last time I just accidentally stepped on it 3 times. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Wow, I severely fucked this up. Dude, how am I screwing this up still? Man, do I seriously need to rewatch that video? I may have to rewatch it, dude. Like, I still cannot memorize the pink and blue. It's 2, 3, 3. Oh. I thought it was 2, 2, 3. That was my okay. That was my issue. I thought it was 2, 2, 3, but it's apparently 2, 3, 3. Okay. Let's see. That once. 1, 2, 3. If I had hit myself again, I would have been so mad because I didn't save for that fight. Alright, so technically, Xerneas does have some time to catch up to Delphox if it gets no resets in Victory Road. Because Delphox had a few resets. Okay, Max Repel. Got it. Ether Moonblast.
I guess he had some minutes. How many people? Batman.
Oh boy, do I want nature power again? No. Hey Eel, what was Delphox's time when it entered the Elite Four? Because I think at this rate, there is a very good shot Xerneas beats Delphox. Don't remember? Ah. Dude, you're the guy who remembers everything. I'm kind of surprised. Like, you remember my old runs better than I do. I'm gonna continue holding the egg. Job lost. Whoops. Dude, move to Moonblast. I was trying to move the cursor, but it wouldn't let me. Uh-oh. I'm still gonna win, right? I guess thankfully it was normal poison, not toxic poison. Yeah, could have been rough. You need the expert bell for Wickstrom? Yeah, you're right. I'll just equip it now. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I mean, I should be fine, right? Okay, I should be using Thunderbolt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, first reset in a long while. Okay, I should have used the Calm Mind. I was trying to go for the full sweep. Okay, so yeah, we're probably not beating Delphox now. RIP. Dude, he keeps doing that, dude. Here's the problem. If he stays in his shield form, like, would +2 hidden power fire kill it? I couldn't set up because of Torment. Now it used Torment. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, now we're good. Agent Slash is actually pretty tough. Lucario almost stole your elixir. Well, thankfully, I healed a billion times and I've never used Lucario, so it couldn't work. He just wanted to test it for me, you know? One hour, 27 minutes, and 38 seconds. I have no idea if this beat Delphox, because Delphox also had a 127. But either way, though, this is very, very close to Delphox. I think even though its early game was very, very rough, and it was 3 minutes behind at Gym 7, I think the fact that it was just one-shotting everything allowed it to catch up a lot. Alright, as soon as AZ stuff is done, while the credits play, I'll set up a Yveltal save. Yeah, that was one of the benefits of Xerneas, is it barely had to change moves at all. Dude, this is like 20 minutes faster than my old run. Kind of shows you how much more different my play is now. Okay. I'm going to leave the credits at 4 times speed. I'm going to go set up the new save. Actually, it's going to save during the credits, so it's going to ruin my save. So I'll probably need to wait. Anyway, I may as well just change the overlay stuff. Here's our new Yveltal moveset. I believe it's Dark Aura. Yep, Dark Aura. Alright, let me bring up Yveltal's notes. Mild hidden power ground. Here, let's edit our results. I'm gonna hit the C button. What the? Oh. Z? Yeah, Z button, not the C button. Here is our old Xerneas result. February 10th, 2025. Let's mark this at today's date. We went from a 147.35 to a 127.38. We went from 75 to 76. We went from 4 resets to 8. And 0 blackouts to 1. So I definitely got more resets. But yeah, let's see what our game time is. 540. We went from a 636 to a 540. Alright, so this update brings us from the middle of the B tier, second place in the S tier. Okay, so it was about 32 seconds slower than Delphox. Wickstrom was basically the reason it couldn't be Delphox. Yeah, these two are definitely very close together. I think under optimal circumstances, I think Delphox should be better. But Xerneas did catch up a lot. Surprised Oblivion Wing wasn't a dark type move? Yeah, honestly, you kind of think it should be. Yveltal's going to change more moves more often. Yeah. Xerneas, I think Yveltal might still go into the S tier. Probably like in between Grand Bull and Aegislash is my guess. So like, probably the 133 range. Dude, these guys are tied. Huh. I guess what the leaderboard does is in the instance of a tie, it goes off of resets. Yeah, can you guys see why I need to adjust what my definition is of an S tier? This is way too generous. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and make Yveltal's ROM really quick. Alright, Yveltal, level 5, 0 friendship. Mild nature. Alright, hidden power, ground. Alright, and what's our starting set? Double team, roost, taunt, razor wind. Yeah, that was overall a very quick run. We at least don't have to save scum for acrobatics. Oh, we're not using acrobatics? Oh, right, because, duh, Oblivion Wing. We got Oblivion Wing really good, at a good level. Is the big root item in X and Y? Let's find out. I actually don't know this. I mean, here's the thing, though, with how Oblivion Wing works. It's supposed to heal 3/4 of the damage dealt, so it already heals a lot. Oh, apparently it's obtainable in Pokopia. Oh, interesting. Fun fact. The description of the big root states that it boosts the power of HP stealing moves when it actually only increases the amount of HP the user restores without editing the damage. This description was not corrected until Sun and Moon. Interesting. Dendemil Town. It's all the way in Dendemil Town. Yeah, that's not happening. Oblivion Wing has a cap. Every HP absorb move does. What are you talking about, a cap? What are you talking about? It heals like 3/4 of the damage dealt. Yeah, 75% of the damage dealt, when the default is normally 50%. Where is it in Denton Milltown? This will be good to know for the future. On the south edge of the farm field. Okay, so it's one of those visible Pokeball items. Okay. Not bad. Where's the Sharp Beak, though? Alright, acquisition, X and Y, Route 5. Oh, it's the route with Home Claws. Where is it on this route? Near the entrance to Camp Town, at the end of the northern of the two paths blocked by thorny trees. Let me look at the map. Oh, okay, I see it. Near where you enter Camp Town by that youngster, there's two different cut trees. Oh, there's a problem with that. I don't have my HM users at that point. I have them in the PC. The thing is, I would have to backtrack for that, and I don't think it's worth it. Sorry, I just don't think it's worth backtracking for that, because I deposit... The thing is, I could still have my HM users. I would just have to do the double battle with the Plusland Minun twins. I don't think that's a good idea with a flying type. So yeah, I'm gonna skip that. We can always just get the expert belt or something. Anyway, why don't we get started with run number 2? And if we have time, maybe we'll do a third re-rank of something. Alright, what do we need? 2 citrus berries, Soothe Bell. Oh, the Soothe Bell, that's in Shallure City. Lucky Egg, Metronome, Black Glasses. Black Glasses. Is that really necessary, though? Maybe so. I'll grab it. We're essentially only going to use Double Team on Grant. We're going to have to Aerodactyl the 2 Jolteons without Double Team by them picking any move besides Discharge. Okay? Alright, run number 2. Go. Yep, Razorwind Gaming. I was looking at the Sky Plate. It's an easy-to-get item in Coumarine. Coumarine. Is it in one of the houses? Dude, why is the Legend ZA alarm clock in the music pool? If I weren't so lazy, I'd remove it. Oh, nice, a banger. Okay, so I'm looking at the current time, like on my like the actual time for me. I probably won't do a third re-rank today, even though I would like to. It's because I have to do some video editing today. I don't want to have to do the editing late into the night, so even though like by the time this Yveltal run ends, I expect it to be around like 7:15 p.m., but I would still like time to do some editing, so yeah, I'll hold on it. Yeah, we'll probably need to fight a couple of trainers to the east as well. So I would like Air Slash as soon as possible. It's near the gym out in the open. Oh, is it like a physical Pokeball item you pick up? Careful with the PP. Yeah, I'm trying to be aware of that. I hate how these Pokemon, though, are taking, like, 2 Razor Winds. Alright, we'll go to the gym now. I gotta go heal first. You know, it's funny, in the original X and Y games, these benches don't have those little bars in the middle of them to prevent, like, people from sleeping on them. I just missed Razor Wind. Dude, why does a 2-turn move have a chance to miss? Oh, it doesn't. It's 100. Oh, I must have hit myself in confusion or something. That's most likely what happened. The Ledy Ball probably used Supersonic on me. I'm deleting Razor Wind. Screw off. At least with Xerneas, takedown was still useful. At least Air Slash has good PP, along with Snarl. Turn off the XP share. Okay, let's see. I need 24 for Grant. Grab Hone Claws and Thief. That's the benefit of Yveltal, you just have more attacking moves. True. Plus, Air Slash is way better than Aurora Beam. Also, serious question. Could it be worth considering keeping Taunt just to block Thunder Wave from the Amora? I mean, Axew's note suggests just one double team and just Aerodactyl to fight with Thief. I don't know, though. Because if we, hold on a sec. Because the thing is, if we don't end up paralyzed at all or forcing it into using taunt, if we use a double team and he misses Thunder Wave, he'll just be incentivized to use another Thunder Wave. I'd say we don't have enough moves to make that work. You're probably right, yeah. Alright, gotta grab Hone Claws. Yeah, that kid with the Kadabra is pretty much the only good trainer on this entire route. Every other guy you should just skip. Hey, look, that guy is crypto mining. Get rid of Taunt, I'd say. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna keep, access to Roost for now. And honestly, another thing I'm thinking, since we get access to a bunch of ethers, I might actually consider skipping the star piece in the ether at the bottom of the town, because it is kind of out of the way. Thief would be stronger. I was trying to avoid static. Yeah, what's the effective power? Let's see, if it's 30%, so Thief with Stab is 90. And 30% of 90 is 30. Or it's slightly less than 30, so it'd probably be like, oh, 159? It's 60 plus 90, 30%. How does that add up to 159? That makes no sense. Alright. Do not... I actually do need the Citrus Berry for Grant. So I'm actually not going to hold an item because I'm going to use Thief on the Snorlax. I'm going to have to save before it, though. Make sure I'm at full health, too. Sorry, my bad. It's 119. That's a lot more sense, yeah. I knew it'd be slightly less than 120 because 30% of 90 is not 30. It's like slightly less than 30. 30 would be 33%. Alright, just in case I fail to thief it. Oh, it's 33%. Okay. So I was correct then. It was adding so it was adding an extra 30. But probably due to rounding, it'd be 119 instead of 120. Alright, I'm gonna need the coin now. I don't know. I don't think Yveltal has his... I guess its attack and special attack are equally good. I mean, still, Thief is only 7 power stronger than Air Slash. But it does use my better stat. Unfortunately, I had to skip those trainers. I had no potions. I'll go backtrack to him. Oh, unfortunately, we can't learn Nature Power. We'll have to skip that. Dude, the repels aren't working. Pokemon's design is great. Yeah, I like Yveltal. It's a shame, though, that Xerneas is just way more busted. Nice, only one wild encounter. Alright, level 18. Alright, we're about to get Snarl now. I'm going to get rid of Thief for it. So yeah, Snarl is now just way better. Plus, it's a special move, too. Remember to give it a massage. That's in the next city, right? I think so. Snarl is actually weaker than Air Slash? Oh. Yeah, but... well, It is 5 power weaker than Thief, for example. But the thing is, our special attack is our better stat. They deserve Mega Forms? I don't think so, because I think the reason they don't have Megas is because it's technically Xerneas and Yveltal's energy that created Megastones with the ultimate weapon. So it wouldn't make sense for them to get Megas. They're busted enough. I mean, I thought Mega Zygarde was going to be busted, but apparently it's probably not as good, apparently, because you can only use it as its 100% form, and the 100% form has to be at half HP or lower. So you can only use the Mega when you're at half health. I know when people tried to use it in the ZA Battle Royales, hardly anyone used Mega Zygarde. It also didn't help it was 4 times weak to ice. Alright, the massage, I believe, is next to the center. Alright. I only gained 5 friendship from that. Wow, what a ripoff. I mean, still, starting at 0 friendship, it helps. How high is your friendship? 126. Oh my god. No. I'm not facing a horde of Nosepass. Ooh, Lucha, that's good XP. What level do I need for Grant again? 24? Yeah, I think it was 24. We went from 287 to 250? Nice. I've been trying to lose weight as well. That is why I saved. Oh my god. Okay, this Relicant was being an idiot. It started using Water Gun instead of rock moves. I wonder if it was a speed control thing. Alright, this person I'll fight. It's hard to follow pounds. Hey, it's hard for us to follow kilograms. So take that. Well, I mean, from what I've heard with Scott, in Canada, they use metric for everything except weight. They still say pounds, but they use kilometers. Oh, something I'm gonna explain this when the fight's over. Hold on. Alright, so this fight is just one double team, spam thief, and hope for the best. Or not thief. Now I guess I have snarl. Oh, great start. Dude, why is Tyrant the king of flinches? Yeah, something I've been doing when doing squats is, you guys know those, like, metal weight plates you would use when doing bench presses? I would actually hold a 22-pound metal weight plate to my chest while I do squats, so I artificially add 22 pounds. It's kind of a strain on your back, though, when you do it. Dude, I just need that first Thunderwave miss. Alright, +4. Thankfully, this isn't Minimize. If this Pokemon had Minimize instead, Stomp would bypass our accuracy checks and do double the damage. Oh, I also found this out the hard way. I don't remember what Pokemon it was, but apparently Minimize, you know that whole thing with Stomp I just mentioned? That same exact thing applies to Flying Press, and I did not know that. I don't remember what Pokemon I was playing. Well, I have my tier list up here. I can just look. Who did I play that had Minimize? I mean, none of these Pokemon really did. Like, what am I don't remember, but I remember there was some playthrough I did where I found that out the hard way. Oh, Air Slash. Okay, Air Slash does not hit those back trees. Okay. I would not go to local swimming pools either. The HOA we live at has a little private river lot that we can just go to. I have a key for it. I can just go swimming in the river. I'm not the most comfortable swimming in rivers, though, because I really feel like trying to swim and I feel that seagrass just tickling me. It just would really bother me. I'm gonna delete Roost for Oblivion Wing. So I usually only go out like probably where it's like 8 or 9 feet deep, and I'll just stay there. Ooh, Hariyama. You know what? I think I will fight Hedvig today. I think we need revenge. Alright, use the protein to get 3 friendship. Alright, let's get some revenge. I don't think the Zoras have 4 eyes. Dude, why do you keep changing topics on the most random things? I should be used to it by now. Alright, let me scroll down the notes. Thief, Snarl, and Double Team. Alright, so apparently we're not going to need Double Team anymore. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use the Iron here as well for extra friendship. Oh, Soothe Bell. Yeah, maybe not in this game, but in Oras, you also get the Intriguing Stone, and then President Stone just tells you it's the Pidgeotite. But the Pidgeotite was not a thing in X and Y. That's why the guy didn't recognize it. Did Xerneas do good? It did pretty good. It unfortunately was 32 seconds away from dethroning Delphox, though. It was really close. Unfortunately, though, Wickstrom kinda gave it a reality check. I guess for Yveltal will turn everything to stone, or just fry like bacon. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. And according to these notes, I need to make sure I'm level 44 for Clement, because I need Dark Pulse. Which, when you include Dark Aura, Oblivion Wing is 80 power, but so is Dark Pulse. So Dark Pulse will turn into 120, and third of that is 40, so that's about like 160 effective power, versus Oblivion Wing with Stab with 120. So Dark Pulse by default will be 40 base power stronger, but if flying is super effective, then you go for flying. But then the one... what was the number I just said? 80, 120... The 160. Yeah, resisted, the 160 will revert back to 80. So basically, a resisted Dark Pulse and a neutral Oblivion Wing. No, neutral Oblivion Wing does more damage than a resisted Dark Pulse. It's just unfortunate. This Dark Pulse, it's no Moonblast. Oh, I forgot Rock Smash. Whoops. Alright, we're also at 208 friendship. Still not close to a Lucky Egg yet. There's the sky plate. Look, you can see the town down there. Dude, I always mix up these directions. I'm not even gonna save here. Oh, that would have been bad. I almost replaced Oblivion Wing with Disable. That would have been bad. Alright, 225 friendship. Alright, so yeah, keep holding the Soothe Bell for a while. Before Clement, teach Home Claws over Air Slash. Equip Citrus Berry for him. Oh, I do need to have Thieves, so I need to get rid of Double Team. How's this run going compared to Xerneas? Xerneas had a slow early to mid game, basically until it got to the point where it got Moonblast. Yveltal gets its stab moves way earlier, but it doesn't get a setup move. Is there any point to Dark Aura? It increases the power of Dark-type moves on the field by 33%. Just right now, I'm better off using Flying-type moves, but pretty soon I'll get Dark Pulse. Alright, 236 friendship. So yeah, Pokemon that start out at 0 friendship, mainly legendaries, are going to have a bit of a problem getting Lucky Egg. I remember for the whole X and Y speedrun, there was a huge debate on whether it was truly faster to get the Lucky Egg or not. Because the thing is, like, Lucario was never going to get enough friendship, because by the time it would, you'd have to fly back to get it, and it just wouldn't be worth it. But then some people would say, but there are fights, though, where if you could use the Lucky Egg, you'd be an extra 5 levels, and all those, like, X items you just wouldn't have to use. Plus, there was also, like, the Soothe Bell item, too. I remember watching the Pulse Effects video. There was one person who did beat the record with Lucky Egg, but then Head Bob took the record back without it, so I don't think it's really known which is faster. I mean, I'm sure the speedrunners amongst themselves know it, but I don't know. Did you use the PPF for Oblivion Wing? Did you use it before or after? Before. I just wanted the extra Oblivion Wing now. You know, if I didn't have to do any video editing tonight, I could actually do a third run of something. But the thumbnail is just for Xerneas and Yveltal, so I better just stick to it. Oh. Well, I guess that's one rare candy I won't have access to. I actually would like it, though. But the problem is, I can't use Fly to get it back. This is going to be kind of an issue. How many candies do I have? 2. Okay, 42. 42. I am not going to be able to get 3 levels in there. I think there's some trainers here. No, this route has no trainers. Really? Dude, I like how they have like 5 other entrances, but they're all unused. I guess it's good to just fight some wild Doug trios while I'm here, just because I'm not confident that even if I fight every single gym trainer, I'm not confident they're going to get me to 42. So I'm going to train here till I get level 40 specifically, then I'll train 2 levels in the gym. But yeah, this was my fault for forgetting the Rock Smash TM. Oh, you know what this is also doing? This is also increasing my friendship for Lucky Egg. I'm at 248 right now. Is there anything I can do last minute to get my friendship up? Oh, wait, there's another PP up on this route. Candies can increase the friendship. True, but I want to use Lucky Egg first. So here's what I'm going to do. Is there a TM I can teach over and over? Yes. I'm going to teach Return in the place of Thief. Oh, wait, that didn't do anything, did it? Oh. BP up? 253. Okay, use a candy. 255. Okay, let's go get the Lucky Egg now. So yeah, very annoying to get, but Yveltal needed it. Oh wait, I have fly access now. Why did I not just fly back? Alright, so since right is the answer, we're going to start with the left. Dude, that is going to be slow. I guess it'll be good to know, like, what kind of XP these trainers give. Oh, with how bike riding increases friendship, I believe for every 255 steps you take, it's only a 5... Isn't it like a 5% chance to boost your friendship by 1 every 255 steps? Yeah, these trainers are kind of dookie. Oh, that didn't have sturdy. Interesting. It's 120. It's every 128 steps, 50% of the time. Oh, okay. Here's the problem, though. I'm gonna need level 43 before Clement. That's fine, though. There's 6 more trainers. Maybe I'll get it. Lantern. Uh-oh. So I guess if I were to do trainers in here at all, it should be these ace trainers. Because they actually have good Pokemon. Uh-oh. Screw off, dude. You only needed 40? Oh, no. The notes literally said, I need Dark Pulse for Clement. That's what Axu's notes literally said. Or is that assuming I actually got the Rock Smash candy? Because here's the thing, I didn't get the Rock Smash candy because I had forgotten to get Rock Smash. And because of the fact I had to use one rare candy to get the friendship needed for Lucky Egg. No, the note said plus special attack nature to avoid needing Dark Pulse. Okay, I'm not fond on how Axu types his notes sometimes. It does also annoy me a little bit whenever he likes to type in memes in there. Like, he'll call Wolfric Chadfrick, and it just really throws me off, because I have to figure out, like, who he's talking about. Just throws me off. Okay, 43. Alright, one candy, Dark Pulse. Oh, I should be using Home Claws here. Whatever, we got Dark Pulse. Does anyone know what time Xerneas was at when it beat Clement? I mean, or better yet, does anyone remember where Xerneas was when I hit an hour on the timer? Inside of Olympia's gym. Mistake that door for a window. Alright, I'm going to need Home Claws now. Alright, get rid of Air Slash. Oh no, in Coumarine flying for the Lucky Egg. That was after Valerie, technically. Yeah, wait, no, that was after finishing the Pokeball Factory. Because I remember it was after the Pokeball Factory, I went back and got the Lucky Egg. Honestly, I do think we are ahead of Xerneas right now. But the problem is, as soon as it basically just gets Moonblast, Thunderbolt, it just starts completely sweeping everything. That's the problem. Right before Olympia, actually. Oh, okay. Dude, I hate these Rangers. They're all optional, but they're so hard to avoid. If you don't get a sub 130, you can play Maxie's poor writing skills. It's not his writing. It's just the way he types notes. I have a personal thing with me. I have a way easier time reading notes that I've written. Like, Eel, it's a similar thing for you, too. Like, there are ways you write your notes that sometimes I'm not too fond of. But at the same time, at the end of the day, the notes I always read best are the ones I've typed myself. $100 for the Smooth Rock. Remember in Moon, I would sell that for $2 grand? Alright, 2 carbos, 5 calcium, 1 protein. I hurt Eel's feelings. Inflation? I don't think inflation's the right word. Yeah, that's not the perfect word. Like, basically just... I guess the vitamins in Sun and Moon are 10,000 instead of 9,800, so I guess that's some slight inflation. But they also modified the resale value of all those held items. Alright, let's see where we are when we hit an hour. Alright, I think I'm going to want to use some Hone Claws for this fight. Glad they added those extenders to champions along with the Life Orb. Forgot to tell you I got Pikachu to 100 wins. Nice. I still do appreciate Axew's notes at the end of the day, because sometimes when I'm like still pretty rusty in a game, like it's good to like at least have a guide. Watchog is going to be worse than Pikachu because Pikachu has the Light Ball. I don't think Watchog is even in Champions, is it? It is in Champions? Wait, what? It is? I've never seen anyone use it. Probably because it sucks. Whoops. Hey, I avoided the Sky Battle this time. Because it's a worse Kangaskhan. Dude, Kangaskhan's good. Its Mega is good. Also, the big route is in this town. If we ever want it. What do you... Oh, you mean like when Xerneas gets added to Champions? Here's my personal theory. Like, have you guys noticed they don't have a single legendary in Champions? I think either A, legendaries are not going to be a thing for balance reasons. Or B, if they do, it's going to be part of like a restricted pool or something, where like you can only use like one legendary per team or something. And there is precedent for it. They literally did it for the ZA Battle Royale seasons. Like there were seasons where they allowed you to use they allowed you to use only one restricted Pokemon per team. Like Game Freak has done this. So my personal prediction is if they do add them... Really? But yeah, if they do add them, it'll be part of some sort of... It'll be like a restricted Pokemon. Where you can only have on, like, one per team. Okay, it just hit an hour. Okay, Xerneas and Yveltal are surprisingly close to each other. Because right now, Xerneas, like, just entered Anastar City and flew back to Coumarine in order to get the Lucky Egg. And right now, Yveltal is just heading there. So, these two are surprisingly close. Hashtag blame Axu. Come on, it's not his fault. I mean, then again, we always say Snowy is a liar around here. Uh-oh. Do you guys remember if I saved for this fight? I'm gonna make a save state, but I'm pretty sure I did save. I did. Okay, we're good. We're about 2 minutes behind. Honestly, Yveltal is just going to get more and more behind. I still do think it'll land in the S tier, but... Oh, here's a serious question. Do you guys think Yveltal will get sub 130? Xerneas got a 127. Do you guys think this can get under 130? Or do you think, like, slightly over 130? I've got Home Claws. You don't think so? Well, I'll try my best. Light screen, okay. Yeah, just remember, foul play. Do I want that? You know what? That is way better than Thief. Yeah, yeah, better than Thief, I think. You know what? No, don't teach it. Because it uses... I'm pretty sure the damage calculation uses the opponent's attack stat. So that would not be a good idea. I think Eel just screamed, no. He used the opponent's attack. Oh. But yeah, with the Team Flare section, assuming no resets, the whole Team Flare section takes 12 minutes. Literally think about this with Xerneas. Xerneas didn't have... I don't think Xerneas had any resets in the whole Team Flare section. So it got a 127. Literally, like a seventh... Yeah, I'd say like a seventh of the entire run was just spent in the Team Flare section. Because it's a very massive section. Xerneas took only 11 minutes because it was that good. Yeah. Yeah, Yveltal's gonna lose more and more time. Alright, let me read ahead. Grab the black glasses and the rare candy. Oh, I should have return on my moveset. Probably... What do I get rid of? Dark Pulse? Honestly, probably Dark Pulse. Yeah, get rid of Dark Pulse for return. Don't use Oblivion. Right. It's a special move, yeah. Yeah, we're not going to be using Dark Pulse, unfortunately, but with Home Claws, we're better off using Thief. I meant due to Liquid Ooze. Oh, was I losing damage? I wasn't... I didn't notice. Okay, I'll remember that now. Thank you. Oh, it's actually a good thing this girl stopped me. You know, this would probably be the length of my Omega Ruby solo runs if I did not do the Delta episode. You know, I actually saw D1 D016 actually made a Omega Ruby video and I watched it. He did not do the post game in Oras. He gave us just his own reasonings for it. And I'm thinking, like, why do I play the post game in Oras? I think the reason I chose to do the Delta episode was just because I really liked Zinnia as a character and wanted to include her in the videos. But since I'm not really doing Omega Ruby videos anymore, they're just being done as live streams. And a lot of stuff needs re-ranks, like... I don't know, like... I'm really beginning to wonder, like... I'm not sure if the Delta episode's worth doing. I don't know. Because it does add, like, 15 minutes to the run. And the only actual major fights... There's a guy's Magma Grunt. There's a Weezing by a Magma Grunt that just spams Destiny Bond. There's a Horde battle with Mighty Hyenas. Pretty much the only major fights is the Emerald Champion Team Wallace and Zinnia. Plus, the fact that I require the Delta episode means I have to save the Master Ball for Rayquaza instead of just using it on the Groudon, so I don't ever have to bother fighting it. I mean, I enjoyed the Delta episode too, but I've just been really thinking. I'm not sure if it's really worth doing anymore. I mean, I have to do Oras re-ranks too, because my skill in Oras isn't as good either. I mean, there's some things in other games where I do some post-game stuff, but like the nearest like equivalent thing would be like in Heart Gold Soul Silver, I mandate round 2 of the league, but that's solely because you unlock round 2 of the league right before Red, and it actually helps with the level curve, and I think it creates a better pacing for the videos. Plus, it creates a slight difference. But round 2 of the league doesn't take like 20 minutes. Assuming you don't have to backtrack for any rare candies, it only takes you like maybe 6 minutes. In Emerald I do Steven Stone, but the difference is Steven Stone is just one person. I still do enjoy planning Steven Stone just because he is a difficult fight, but the problem is, damn it, the problem is though, Xerneas is not a difficult fight at all. She's very much a joke. I was thinking acrobatics with no item, but unfortunately it's RNG. You can save scum that person. It could take a couple of resets, but you could get acrobatics consistently. It's kind of like in Sun and Moon, I would save scum the berry trees to get specific berries. You can do that exact same thing. I don't know, I'll still have time to think about it when I get to the Oras runs. It'll be a little bit, because as soon as I finish up these X and Y runs, I'm going to be doing a bunch of Pokemon Conquest streams, because I have to do practice for the PSR 2026 speedrun marathon. So once all the practice is done, and once PSR 2026 is over, then I will do the Omega Ruby runs. Well, I mean, as of right now, I am actually leaning towards removing the Delta episode. Save the game? Sure. I do need to use an Ether on Oblivion Wing anyway. Maybe if the Xerneas fight was more of a challenge, I would consider it. Do we need Dark Pulse for any fight? Oh. The notes actually do say Dark Pulse on... Oh, that's for the Lysander 2 fight. I already did that. Oh, apparently I do need Dark Pulse. Honestly, maybe I should have taught Return over Thief instead of Dark Pulse. Okay, I may have to go get a heart scale. Thing is, though, if I do choose to remove the Delta episode, it's not like I can just subtract time off those runs or like just see what my Steven split was. Because the problem was all those runs essentially had to defeat Groudon to save the Master Ball. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a heart scale and go get Dark Pulse back. I mean, I could get the TM for Dark Pulse, but I don't remember where the TM for Dark Pulse is. It'll be better to just grab a heart scale anyway. Just get the move back. Does anyone know where Xerneas was at 1 hour 17 minutes? I'm curious what the progress is like at this point. Alright, I'm gonna use my candies now. Fighting Wolfric. Wow, that is further ahead. Oh, man. Honestly, we are most likely not getting sub 130. This will probably get like a 132, 133. That would still... Honestly, even in my new definition, that would still be S tier. Because I'm considering changing S tier to be under 135. That would still be S tier. Oops, I used the wrong move. I meant to use Dark Pulse. Question, does Dark Aura have the damage of Fairy moves? It increases the damage of Dark moves, but does it affect the damage of Fairy moves at all? Damn it. It does not affect it in any way? Darn. Okay. Wait. Oh my god, dude. That Clef Key actually used Heal Block, and I couldn't use Oblivion Wing. I think that's the first time in any solo run I've ever done where the opponent using Heal Block actually affected me. That's funny. Alright though, let's see if I can correctly solve this puzzle this time. It should be 2, 3, 3. Not 2, 2, 3, but 2, 3, 3. One, two. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I did it. Give me a round of applause, please. I blame your primary reading skills for that. Wait, reading skills? What, for like not memorizing the puzzle? How does that have to do with my reading skills? I was watching a video when trying to learn it, and I miscounted the blue switch as 3. I miscounted it as 2 instead of 3. And that was what my problem was. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Well, it's a good thing I got returned for the cryogonal. No, I meant the time lost before Clement. Axio puts way too much, like... He puts information ahead of time in the wrong spots. Like, what I saw in the notes was level 44 Dark Pulse, Clement. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I need Dark Pulse for Clement then. Ah, dang it. What does this matter, though, in the end, though? Like I mentioned, the notes that I have the easiest time reading are notes that I've written. Like, it doesn't matter who writes them. Dude, I hate carving. Dude, I should have taught Hidden Power Ground. The whole purpose of Hidden Power Ground was for that thing. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I blame paralysis for that. Just remember, guys, X and Y is a very fast-paced game on 4x speed. Like, it's very hard to remember everything. Like, at least with, like, Pokemon Moon, for example, since there's a lot of cutscenes, I actually have time to read the notes. But in this game, not so much. What do you mean time lost from refighting Olivia? Like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, right, I don't have Rock Smash, so I'm gonna need to fight this person. What does this person have? Steelix? Electrode? Holy cow, this guy's team is loaded. Yeah, I actually skipped that guy. Also, I'm going to start skipping the rare candy in Victory Road from now on. Just because I think in most runs, I'm a high enough level to where I don't need to use it. And I think grabbing it's just a waste of time. I think just use Confide. I'd say the third strongest team in Victory Road, just behind Alakazam and the Rival. Makes sense. Yeah, I think in general, the hardest team is the one with Alakazam on it. Second hardest, yeah. The Steelix one, yeah, that would be hard, but that's the reason you want to grab Rock Smash. I mean, yes, you could end up finding like a wild Graveler or something, but it's better to have the chance to fight a Graveler and run away than to fight a guy with 3 Pokemon. And also, depending on the Pokemon, this guy could also be the hardest. Charizard, in order to beat that guy, it had to get a Rock Slide miss. There was no other way. I had to just keep resetting and hope for a miss. Fourth place overall, I'd say. Oh, you think, like, at my current pace? Actually, this thing could still get sub 130. Alright, down to the notes. Strasna first. Metronome. I need the metronome. I did get the metronome this run. I don't think I did. Alright, I'll use black glasses instead. Are you laughing at me for thinking I could still get sub 130? Let's see. I'm gonna try and prove you wrong. I mean, it's not beating Xerneas, that's for sure. Dominic, don't joke with... Don't joke with that. If you time out someone without my permission, I am unmodding you. I did the same thing to Eel, I'll do it to you. Don't. Like, I get joking, but I do not like it when mods joke like that. Also, Hidden Power Ground could be beneficial here. It's fine. Xerneas already beat the game. I mean, yeah, I knew this wasn't going to beat Xerneas. I think I got Hidden Power Ground as well. Diantha, 1 Home Claws and Sweep. This is going to be very, very cutting it close, dude. Honestly, I'm a way higher level than I actually thought. I don't even think I need to use Home Claws. Hold. Hold. No. No, no, no. Shit. Oh, dude. 1:30 on the dot. Aw, dude, that is a huge letdown. Oh my god. I was so close to sub 130. In all seriousness, though, it kind of makes sense that Yveltal's like a couple minutes slower. I mean, Yveltal has a way better early and mid game, but Xerneas was able to catch up a lot in the late game. Second place? This was not second place, no. I don't even think this is third. I don't remember what time Greninja got. Oh, I can see on my live split. 2 minutes and 22 seconds worse. Here, let's take a look at the... Let's take a look at the tier list. This will be 4th place. It did not outperform Greninja. But look at its old result. 147.16, 5 resets at level 72. Let's edit Yveltal's ranking from February 14th, 2025. Alright, so 130 on the dot. Level 72 to 77. 5 resets to 5 resets. 0 blackouts to 2 blackouts. I'm going to put the credits on speed up. I want to get to the game time. $5.55. Alright, so we went from middle of the B tier, 4th place overall. Again, that was mostly due to your bad reading skills. Okay, Eel, do you have any idea how hard it is to read notes as long as Axios while playing a game at 4 times speed on the 3DS system where everything is just moving so fast? This isn't like Sun and Moon where there's all these cutscenes. X and Y has hardly any cutscenes. Like, hardly any cutscenes at all. It is so difficult to do it. Legendary did worse than starter. Hey, Greninja's very good, okay? Delphox is also very good. Chestnut, not so much. But yeah, Pokemon I'd say that I do want to re-rank are Mienshao, Granbull, Aegislash, probably not Walrein since I just played it. Klefki, Trevenant, Clawitzer, Genesect, Slurpuff, Gourgeist, Charizard, Hoopa, Dedenne, Aromatisse, and Dragalge. I will not re-rank these 2. But the thing is, though, I still need to give myself time to, like, practice before PSR, so I want to give myself 1 month of practice, so August 15th, so I need to finish these X and Y re-ranks by the end of the first week of July. So I think next week I'll do 3 or 4 X and Y runs, and each of them will probably have 2 runs in it. And then after PSR is done, we'll do all the re-ranks in Omega Ruby. Yeah, thankfully there's not as many Pokemon, but I'm still torn. Like, honestly, I'm not torn. I think I am gonna do it. I am gonna remove the Delta episode. And if I am gonna remove the Delta episode, I'll need to adjust all of these thresholds by like 20 minutes. I think so, yeah. But we'll worry about that when we get there. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. There will not be a stream tomorrow. I have to do some errands and then finish up video editing. But Saturday we'll be doing Mega Ampharos, and I promise I'll make sure the ROM works.